Hey everyone, I hope you guys are having a great start to your new year. This is Zuri with Talk Yarny to Me, and I will be talking Yarny with you for just a little bit. Just want to welcome everyone back to the channel. New subscribers, if I've had any since the last time I talked to you guys, I don't think I have, maybe a handful. People who just like to watch and not subscribe, whatever, whoever's here. Welcome. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for just a little while. Just going to, well, one, I got big news about my sweater dress. And then I've got, if you haven't seen, I got a little challenge for myself, and feel free to join in on this challenge. It's a ambitious one, but we will see how it goes. Okay, so let me talk about the sweater dress first, because I have got all the pieces put together, and I was really rushing and I was wanting to get it done like by the end of the weekend, but that didn't happen because sleeves are the devil, guys. Like, sleeves are, I don't know why. The first sleeve like gave me fits. It took me the whole week. I finished it this morning. I started it Friday, some point on Friday. I didn't finish it till this morning. My weekend was a little bit busy, but I've like frogged back rows and rows like several times. But anyway, but the second one was like, went like this. I did the second one just today. So that's how things go. Sleeve. All right, so this is either the front or the back. I took out all the identifying marks. I think this is the back though. They're identical, so it doesn't matter. So we have one panel. I'm not gonna stand up because I stood up last time. Plus, I'll be finished. I'll show you the finished product when I'm done with it, hopefully really soon. Two panels. And then, just dropped something. One sleeve, and it looks a little short, but because this is like a drop sleeve pattern, so when you seam up the panels, like the shoulder comes to here, and then the rest is the sleeve. So that's why it's not like a full shoulder, whatever sleeve. And then two panels. Let me see if I can identify. This is the first one, I want to say. It gave me a lot of trouble. When you see it's a little worse for wear, because I frog stuff back. Like, I kept forgetting to do increases, or at one point I made that very same mistake where I picked it up and started going in the wrong direction. I don't know. It was just giving me fits. But anyway, all four pieces are together, so we are gonna start seaming tomorrow. Very exciting. Hopefully we'll get it all done tomorrow. Depends on how busy I am. Today was really busy. Tomorrow will probably give me more. Everyone's back at work from vacation, and projects are like, it's Q2 now, so you know, all the new projects are kicking off and all that fun stuff. So I gotta do real work. And yeah. And so yeah, that's exciting. That's really exciting for me. I'm so happy for that. Lean down here. I'm gonna put these back in a bag where they live. And I'm gonna leave them down here till tomorrow. We're just gonna start working on them sometime tomorrow when I have a quiet minute. Hopefully by tomorrow night, I will have it all seamed up. And I might even pop back on and show you guys, because I will be excited. So, the other thing is with one, it's this hat. Okay, so this hat is the hat that started it all. So if you guys have seen my other videos, I have challenged myself to make one hat for every day this year. And I say it specifically like that, not one hat every day, but one hat for every day. So by the end of the year, 365 hats. And there's a specific reason that I say it like that, and actually that reason has become applicable just today. So this is the leftover yarn from when I made this sweater scarf. And then if you recall, I found like one more skein of it at Joann when I was shopping, when I had no business shopping, and it was just by itself, so I had to get it. Because Christmas is over. Who's gonna take home a red and green skein of beautiful yarn after Christmas, except for me? And I did. And so I took what was left from the sweater scarf, and then I kept going and made, actually, I think what I had left over from the sweater scarf, like, made this without adding any extra yarn. Because as you see, it's very continuous. Like, there's no break, like where the patterning starts over. I can't remember, but I believe this made this. And I was like, this, so this is a Divine hat, which is a very popular pattern here on YouTube. There's a free Ravelry. for it. Everyone knows it. I feel like I'm probably the last person on earth to make this hat, but I really love it. I did go a couple extra rows of the repeat, and I think I did a couple extra rows of, maybe at least one extra row of the brim, because, you know, I like to cover the ears. But it's just so beautiful. I love it, and it goes really well with my sweater scarf that I made, which I've already put away for the season. I'm gonna put this away too, because I have so many other hats, but I can't wait to bring it back out next year. I just wanted to show you guys. But after I made this, I just felt like I was on a roll, and I don't know why. I just was like, hey, why don't you try to make a hat a day? Because I'm at the point where I can usually do a basic beanie. Does not take me that long. So if all else fails, I can make a basic beanie. This also is a very fast crochet, and there's a few other patterns that I know I can do really fast. So I was like, why not? Let's just try it. Because I love to make hats for donation. It's gonna use up my my stash yarn. I've already used up a couple things that have just been sitting in stash in my room for a couple of years, really. And I'll show you those in a minute. So I was like, okay, let's just try it and see. So I did like a spreadsheet to keep track of it. I also did a spreadsheet to keep track of like all my projects this year and like all the yarn I use and things like that. So we're gonna get nerdy and analytical this year. It's gonna be fun. And I'll probably talk about that in my next video, because I haven't even counted up my yarn bands from last year, and I really want to do that. So we'll do a whole video. I know everyone else has already done their recap and plans and etc., but whatever. I'm doing my own thing. So that's what I did. So I was like, okay, so every day I have made a hat. I'm gonna try to show you guys in order. So I believe this is the second one I did. So this is the second one I did, because I like the Divine hat so much. I made another one. The hat's so nice, I made it twice. This one I went even a little bit longer. I don't think I did it on purpose. I just wasn't counting rows, but I made it even a little bit longer. But that's fine, because people like me got hair or big heads, and some of us need a longer hat. So this is number 2, and then what was left, I made this houndstooth hat. And this is I love this yarn print in the color After Dinner Laughs. And then this gray is Craft Smart, aka Soft Classic, in the color some kind of gray. I don't know, some kind of gray. So I just did this houndstooth with what was left of that. So used it all up except for a little bit that I put into my scrap blanket, which is so close to being finished. This is all I have left of my scrap blanket to do. So close. I can't wait. Anyway, so after that, I was done with After Dinner Laughs. So then I just kept going with the Soft Classic, and then I added, this is Red Heart Super Saver in Soft Navy. So just made a little striped hat, and then when I ran out of the Craft Smart, I added this other gray here. This is Big Twist Value in light gray. This one's a little wonky, only because there's just 3 different, pretty much they're all 4-weight, but they're not all 4-weights are made equal. Craft Smart, you know, is like very dense. And then if you guys know about Big Twist, it's very, very light. It's very, very like lightly wound. And then Super Saver is somewhere in the middle. So this is like very dense up here and like very loose up here. So I think you can kind of see even just the way it hangs, but it's fine. It's fine. Drop some on the floor. And then I was out of Craft Smart, so then I just continued and made, I didn't do the ends for this one. But I made this one. Actually, this other one I'm about to show you might have come before all those grays. I'm not sure though. I don't think so though. I think I did this and then I did this. So this is from a skein of this is called Big Twist Anti-Pilling. This is an old yarn. I've had this 4 years probably, because I feel like 4 years ago I had the brilliant idea to make my cousin's family's Christmas presents. I made each of them like pillows, like 16 by 16 pillows in their favorite color. And my cousin's son, who was like a freshman in college maybe, and he's about to go in his last semester. I think he was getting ready, he's either a freshman in college or a senior in high school this time. Yeah, this was COVID year, so it had to be 2020, yeah. Yes, I made, I just found these in clearance. I've never seen this yarn before or since, interestingly enough, but this was also right around the time when I just started like purchasing yarn. So I wasn't as well versed in the different varieties. I wasn't really watching yarn content. Anyway, this is a 6-weight, but it says it's a 6-weight. I treated it as a 5-weight. The color is called Red Twist. Like I said, this was on clearance like in 2020, so this has long since been discontinued, but it's really nice. Like soft, supposedly anti-pilling, though I washed it once and it's already fuzzing, so I don't know how anti-pilling it really is. It's just a basic beanie though I made, nothing special, but I was able to use most of that, almost that whole, probably like 3 ounce, I'm not sure, of the Big Twist anti-pilling. That's like, I think I bought 6 of these and this was like the one left over, and I think I used like just a tad bit of it. So the rest of it's just been sitting in my room for 4 years collecting dust. So done that, and then I did this one, I think, and then I did this one. Isn't this beautiful? So this is Mandala Ombre, which is not an ombre. I don't know why they call it that, but whatever. Mandala Ombre. It's still beautiful in the color Tranquil. Just a basic beanie. So this one is a 4-weight, but it's a thin 4. It's not a 3 though, but it's definitely a thin 4. It requires a 5.5 millimeter hook, which is what I use, which is like what I usually use. And I want to say I went over the number of increases in the number of rows I usually do, but it's still relatively small. But that's fine, because I'm gonna donate these in a number of locations. I didn't do the thing for this either, but I'm gonna donate this in a number of locations. So like some of these are gonna go to children, some of these are gonna go to foster kids, some of these are gonna go to wherever, you know what I mean? So so it's okay. Some of them are gonna go to homeless. I'm gonna have theoretically 365 hats made this year at least. So they're gonna be distributed to all different places. So there will be a use for a tween size, beautiful, colorful hat. So this one, so this is all that I did between Monday the 1st when I had this bright idea and last night. So even though it's supposed to be 1 a day, I made 7. So Saturday and Sunday, both days, I made 2 hats. So I'm a little bit ahead. The reason I did that is for days like today when I was very busy. I was working, back at work, but I was also feverishly trying to finish this sweater dress parts, these sweater dress parts. And so I started a hat already, but I won't finish it. And so now I won't be behind, is kind of my idea. So when I can, I'll make more than one. I could probably finish that today, but I'm trying a different stitch that's taking longer. And I'll show you it right now. So I'm sticking with the same yarn. The thing about this is that I love the way this looks, but it's a little bit loose of a fabric that it makes even when you use the 5.5-inch needle. And so like today, it doesn't get cold in Atlanta, but it gets cold. Like it's freezing at night. It's freezing already. I took my dogs out at 8 o'clock and we were dying. So as much as pretty as this is, like I would love to do something with a denser fabric to keep ears and heads warmer. Same thing with the Big Twist. I don't feel like this makes a very like sturdy fabric either for, especially, I think the Red Heart Super Saver does fine. I've made a lot of hats with this. Crochet-wise, the Big Twist value, I think, is also because it's so loosely wound. It also doesn't make like a really sturdy, thick, warm fabric. So I don't know how much I'll be using that either for hats, but we'll see because I have a ton of it. So that's why I decided to try a linked double crochet for this. And as you see, it definitely makes a much denser fabric. And so, but it just takes so long. And it's mainly just the muscle memory of doing the stitch, like the linked double crochet stitch, because you gotta go through this little band before you go into the stitch, etc. And you don't yarn over, which is like I have to remind my hands not to yarn over. So it just takes longer, and because this is so small, like like this is supposed to be the row that I'm starting now right here, and it's a continuous. That's what the stitch marker is for. It's a continuous pattern. I believe it's a bag o' day pattern. I remember doing one like a few months ago, maybe, with this yarn, and I love the way it came out, so I thought it would be good. But so this is the yarn, this round that I'm about to start now is supposed to be the last round of increases, but look how little it is. Like there's no way. So I'm gonna have to do at least one more round of increases, and it's just gonna grow very slowly, I think, just because this is such a thin yarn. So I'll make this hat tomorrow, but it's a good thing that I have 2 extra hats in the hole. Because I would have been behind. And now I'll still be 1 ahead, even if I don't finish this tonight, which I won't. So yeah, there's that. So I'm excited about this. I got a little hashtag. I don't really have enough followers or anything to be doing no hashtags, but if anyone wants to join me, even if you don't actually do a hat every day, like if you don't do 365-day hats, like if you want to just do like a week or a month or whatever, do 1 a week or whatever, you know, like let's just see what we can do as far as like making hats for different donations and things. Like I have to reach out to like my local hospitals and make sure they take donations for like cancer patients or preemie hats. I'm sure they will, but I just want to make sure they do before I make a bunch of those. You know, I still probably will make them, and I know so many people, even just here on YouTube, collect hats and things for their local charity, like their local hospitals, that I'll reach out to like another creator and be like, hey, I got a bunch of hats, you want them? And I'll just send them. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. So if anyone wants to join me in this challenge, feel free, just like let me know in a comment that you are joining me, just so that I know and I'll feel like energized and be held a little bit accountable. And then if anyone that's like a creator wants to do it with me, you know, like I got a little hashtag, but you don't gotta do all that. Like we ain't all that. Yeah. Oh, one more thing. Maybe a couple more things. So this is what I have left over of my Christmassy scarfy yarn. And I love this hat so much that I decided to do a cowl. But I forgot how much these post stitches, when you do them like in the round like this, how much they curl. So this one, I got a few, like it's definitely the same idea. It's exactly how I want, like the idea that I have, you know, like to match the thing, and it's gonna match or whatever, but I know it's gonna curl a lot. And so I'm gonna go ahead and I just haven't had a chance to do this yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and frog this back and go up a hook size. So I think here I'm using a 6. I'm gonna probably try to go to a 6.5. You guys let me know too, because I know people do this design in a cowl. I can't find a pattern for it, so this is freehand for me, but let me know, like, what do you guys do to keep it from curling? I probably maybe also need to do a row or 2 of maybe singles at each end, on each end as well, which I'm fine to do, but like let me know what you guys do, or if you know a pattern for this. I think it also goes by the spiral shell pattern. I know the hat, I think, also goes by spiral shell hat, but I don't know if like that's the name of this stitch or anything. Either way, if you guys have some tips to keep this from curling besides just going up a hook size, which I'm gonna do, let me know. But this is gonna go on the back burner for like a few days until I get the dress done. So yeah. And then what am I gonna start after that? I'm not sure. That's somebody's. I might start my black dress from Ophelia Talks. She has that little black dress. I wore my cocoon cardigan that I made over the summer to church on Sunday, the one that was made with Karen Colorama Halo. And I had 2 people ask me to make them. And I have some, I have some Karen Colorama Halo, but I don't know that I have any more that are like to the same color to work. If you guys remember, it's like you know, it fades into one, like it fades from one color to this one, the one I have, I think is white. So it's like from the white to like a cranberry color and then back out to the white, right? I don't think I have, so you have to use 2 different either halos or 2 different cakes. I don't think I have any more that are 2 the same. Except for, I do actually know I do. The one, but I was planning, I had a plan for them already. So I'll have to check and see, because I know at least, you know, they liked it. They like the fabric, but I think I could also make them like with a different, without the halo, and be fine. But I'll look and see if I have anything else that has like the same 2 with the same color, and I'll use that. At least one of the ladies I know, she was like, I don't care about the color, I just really want one. I was like, cool, I'll make you one. But I was thinking I might buy a Mary Maxim mystery bag, because I know that right now they're putting at least 4 Colorama cakes in their mystery bags. Like, I might just go ahead and buy one, maybe even 2, like right now. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure they're still doing the cakes in there. Because like they were like on sale. Hopefully they're still on sale for like $20. And then each of those cakes is like $10 each. So, you know, plus whatever other yarn you get in there. So it'll be worth the money to just, if I gotta buy at least 4, then I can just buy them from there. So I'm thinking of doing that. I'll probably do that tomorrow if I go ahead and pull the trigger. Under my foot. Random yarn under my foot. I'm saving my bigger scraps like this because I am going to do an amigurumi this year, probably sooner rather than later. And so I'm saving those like for stuffing, even though I have a ton of polyfill that I bought over like the last year and a half, like in preparation to doing amigurumi, but never like pulling a trigger on it. I'm gonna pull a trigger, so I've been like saving the little scraps that would generally go in the trash. I never feel good about throwing those away anyway. So that's what I'm gonna do with those. What I've been doing with those in like a little bag. But yeah. Anything else? So yeah, is that other than those 2 cocoon cardigans, I don't know what I might be casting on once I finish this dress. I have a few other cardigans that I'd like to do. You see on the chair there? So that's a bag of Eddie Bauer. That's been sitting there for like a month and a half. That's like a bag of Eddie Bauer Cozy Camp. Like that's that kind of tweedy 4-way acrylic, I want to say, from Eddie Bauer. And you know I like Eddie Bauer yarns. I made that other dress out of Eddie Bauer yarn, and even though it came out a little itchier than I'd like, it still was like a dream to work with. And these ones are really soft to the feel too. It's like a pinkish color. So I want to make a cardigan out of that. And that's been sitting there on that chair waiting for months. I also want to, what else was there that I had an idea to make, because I think this year I didn't make anyone a Christmas present handmade. So I feel like my cousin's family is back up next for, like, I just do like a different household every year. And I think I want to make them all cardigans out of Scarfie, because I have a lot of Scarfie. And I know Bag O' Day has like this really cool unisex kind of cardigan pattern. So I think I'm going to make, because it's mom, dad, son, and daughter. They're all grown. Like I said, that's the youngest, just graduated from college. And also like my aunt, her mom, my cousin's mom as well. So she's always there for Christmas. So I'm pretty sure I might have enough in my collection even now for 5 cardigans just with Scarfie yarn, and that's what that tutorial from Bag O' Day uses. And if not, I can buy some. Like I'm not averse to paying for Scarfie because it's a quality yarn. As much as like I usually buy it on clearance, on sale, like even if I have to run out and buy some at the store, I'll buy some. I'm sure I can find it cheap somewhere, like, or you know, somewhere. I don't want to say cheap, but you know what I mean? Like I can get discounts where needed. So that's something, and I'm gonna start that. I'm not gonna start that right now though. But it's something I'm gonna work on throughout the year. I gotta sneeze. I feel a sneeze coming. Excuse me. Excuse me. So I don't think that's what I'm gonna cast on next. I don't know. I have nothing that is like I'm itching to cast on. This is the first time in a while, so I'm just kind of like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna make. So hey, you guys give me suggestions. You've seen like all the yarn I bought lately. You've seen the yarn I have, like a lot of the yarn I have. So give me some suggestions, and maybe or either that, or maybe I'll find like an old whip and rescue it. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just get this done, and then we'll just think about it. All right? How about that? Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Hopefully you will see in a day or two me in that dress. And then that's probably when I'm also just going to go over what I did last year. And then I'll talk about like what I'm actually going to track this year. And also maybe by then I'll have a few more concrete plans of like what exactly I want to do. So yeah. How's that sound? You guys let me know. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Once again, tell me in the comments if you want to do a hat challenge with me. It does not have to be a hat a day, because that is insane. I don't know what I was thinking. But let me know, and we'll just keep each other honest. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye.